So, hey everybody. Today, coming from the kitchen, not nearly as messy as the garage. Nobody home today, so I can be where I want to be more. Um, Best light in the kitchen for my house. My house is pretty dark. So, next question I wanted to kind of go over today that I get a lot is how did I get in shape? People feel like it was super quick, that I got in shape really quickly. That's actually not true. I started going back to working out. It's been probably 9 months ago, roughly, that I first started. And I worked out for years in my teens and early 20s, and then just kind of quit, got lazy like a lot of people do. And anybody who's ever worked out a lot knows if you work out a lot and you quit, whew, things go south really, really quickly. But the good news is when you previously worked out like that and you have a lot of muscle structure that's already there, it's just atrophied and lazy, it comes back pretty fast. So that's part of the answer. Basically, everything I do is pretty organic. A lot of push-ups, as many pull-ups as I can manage to do, sit-up crunches, leg lifts, and I have an ab wheel, which I'm pretty sure was literally invented by Satan just to put you in pain. But I love the ab wheel. Ab wheel is great for this area, fantastic. Also works your triceps a little bit, and kind of works everything. It's a solid tool that I really like. Same goes for the chin-up pull-up bar. Also a tool of Satan, but really effective if you buy the right one. The one I have, I might show in another video at some point. It actually can unhook and come down, so you can lay under it. So you don't have to actually pull all your weight initially, because I still weigh close to 200 pounds, and that's a lot of weight to chin up. So 5 or 6 is usually all I can do. So if I want to do more reps and really work everything, I lay it down so that I'm pulling less weight, more reps. I have a curl bar that I rarely use. I was using it a lot. I kind of quit. I don't do it much anymore because I don't want to get super huge or anything. I just want to get tone. Push-ups, it's a pretty high number now. It really is irrelevant to this. Look, when I first started, I'm not kidding around. I could do 5 girl push-ups, so on the knee push-ups, and those were a struggle, right? Because I hadn't done anything in so long. So don't be discouraged if you can't do much right away. So what? Do whatever you can do and just get something going. Walk around the block. It's better than doing nothing. Do something. Something I used early, by the way. People make fun of them, and I know they look stupid when you're using them, but I'm telling you right now, find a shake weight. It'll build a little muscle, and it'll help your cardio quite a bit. You'll actually get your heart rate up quite a bit using that thing, which is, a factor. I don't do hardly, I do almost no cardio, because if you do the research, men over 40 in cardio, it's generally not super effective. I do a small amount because I want to keep the heart rate, good. I want to keep the heart muscle solid, but I don't do a lot. It generally, it just isn't really effective for men over 40. So I don't. I do have a ski machine that I bought, and I use it once in a while. I walk a little bit, but most of what I do is, like I said, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, crunches, the ab wheel, organic stuff. I don't do a lot of weights. And, the push-ups and chin-ups, depending on which way. By the way, I alternate, one day a week I do the chin-up this way, one day a week I do chin-up that way. Push-ups, I always keep the hands just basically shoulder width apart. I'm not and get push-up bars. Get push-up bars before you start doing push-ups. They make your life so much easier. When you try to do them flat on the floor, especially if you're my age or our age, and a lot of people watching this are my age, it's tough on the wrists and hands. Most half of us are arthritic by now, and we're creaking and popping anyway. Get the push-up bars. They're cheap. They're, 10 or 15 bucks or something at Walmart. And worth it, worth every penny to have them. I was doing some push-ups on vacation without them, and even though I do push-ups all the time, it hurts my hands and my wrists to do them. So, yeah, definitely I recommend push-up bars. We're going to start push-ups. And start with the girl push-ups. Who gives a shit? Do what you need to do to start getting going. Do anything you need to do to start getting going. And also, set a time. Every day you're going to do it at this time. Because, it sucks when we're working. And, we don't want to get up early because we're tired. We don't want to do it when we get home because we're tired. But, man, if you want to do anything, and I want to openly also tell you that a lot of what I've done while I've been laid off in COVID. so I haven't had the work issues to deal with like everybody else. But when I did try to go back to work for a little while, and that didn't work because we had some family issues that I had to deal with here, I would just get up way earlier because I had already had the habit of working out. So that's the key. Figure out a time to do it all the time. Get a habit of doing it at that time all the time. Rotate your exercises. If you did push-ups today, do as many sit-ups as you do tomorrow. If it's 2, do 2. If it's 1, do 1. The next time you come around to that day, try to do 2. Try to do whatever. Always try to push it out. But if it's 1, do 1. It's 1 more than you did the day before. That it's literally that simple. That's how I have done this all the way through. I could do 5, right? I did 5 for maybe a week, and then I moved it to 7 or 8, and then 10, and I'm usually doing like 35 sets of 35 now, roughly. Yeah, so I do sets of 35, and I kind of do them sort of all day. So I end up doing a lot, but same way with sit-ups and crunches. I want to say I started with like 5, and they were not proper. They were just me desperately trying to get my fat ass up in an upright position. Leg drops are really great. They don't take nearly the amount of effort. Just look up what a leg drop is. It's essentially, some people call them leg lifts. I've seen it called a few different things, but leg drops. And by the way, I wasn't really doing those. Shout out to Tom Dieter Jr., who said, no, if you want your lower abs to get better, you got to do the leg drops. So, and actually TDJ has helped me out with a bunch of different stuff. I've texted back and forth with him on different things because I know he's always in really good shape. So I've used him for some knowledge through this. So shout out to him for the help. And so that's really all there is. And in this video, at the end of this video, I'm going to put some pictures of how I looked at my absolute worst, so that you can kind of see, really where I was. And so over a year ago when I started this process, I was 283 pounds. I'm 5'5". I was on a 54-inch waist. Now think about that. I'm only roughly 60 inches tall, right? So that's outrageous. And in a year, I've gotten where I'm at through keto, which has been a huge factor, in exercise. So the exercise didn't come immediately, though. I didn't start that right away. At first I was just trying to wrap my head around the keto thing. So there it is. Organic. Set a time. Get a routine. Stick to the routine, and make sure whatever time and day you assign, look at your schedule. Make sure that you can always maintain that time and schedule, because that's the key. It's got to be something that you treat like anything else that's on your calendar, anything else that's on your daily schedule. It just needs to be there, and that's it. Always there. If you do it that way, you'll see results right away. It really does not take long to put anything together to get better, right? So that's my recommendation. Set a time. Always be regular with your exercise. Don't make excuses for not, look at it this way. Most of us anyway, won't make an excuse for not going to work, because you have to go to work, right? So treat it like that. Treat it like a job. Treat it like something you can't make an excuse to get out of, that you have to do it. If you do that, you'll be much more successful. So thanks for watching, everybody who did watch, and I'll see you next time.